Nothing comes easy. Not English, not confidence, not success. But that is exactly why it is worth it. Every step you take shapes you. Every struggle becomes proof of your strength. Have you ever felt like you study and study, but English still feels like a mountain too high to climb? Have you sat with books open, heart heavy, and wondered if this effort is enough? Do you feel tired, stuck, ready to give up? You are not alone in this battle. Millions have walked the same road, their feet heavy, their spirit tested, yet many have found their way forward. It is like pushing a heavy rock uphill. Every step is slow, every step burns. But with each push, your muscles grow. Your will becomes unshakable. Your soul learns to rise even when it hurts. I know the weight of frustration. I know how the silence of failure echoes. But I also know this truth. Struggle is not weakness. It is training. Each day of effort is a seed of transformation. In this video, through stories and simple truths, you will see why your struggle is not a sign of failure, but proof of growth. You will discover how to turn frustration into progress. Stay with me until the end, because one of these truths might be the key that unlocks your English journey. Have you ever opened an English book and felt your heart sink? Pages filled with words you did not know, rules you did not understand, and suddenly your dream of fluency felt impossible to reach. When I first started, even a simple greeting felt heavy. My tongue froze, my mind went blank, and I felt like a child again. I looked at English like a giant wall that I could never climb. Have you felt that too? Have you ever wanted to speak but fear chained your voice? You are not alone. Every learner has stood at the bottom of that giant mountain and felt small before it. It is like standing at the bottom of Everest. From below, the peak hides in clo. UDS. Your eyes tell you the climb is too big, too far, too painful. But the truth is, every mountain can be climbed. The mountain only looks bigger because you are at the bottom. From the start, every stone looks sharp, every slope looks endless. But once you take that first step, the road begins to open. Do not try to leap to the top in one day. No climber does that. They take a single step, then another, then one more. The journey is not one giant leap, but thousands of small, steady steps. Your English is the same. Do not focus on the whole mountain. Focus on the next stone in front of you. Learn one phrase today. Speak one sentence out loud. That is enough to move upward. When I practiced this way, I felt the fear shrink. I stopped asking, how can I finish the climb? And started asking, what is my next step? That question gave me power and peace inside. Every climber starts at the bottom. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where every strong learner once stood. You are at the beginning of your climb, and that is beautiful. So take a breath. Look at the mountain. Do not fear its height. Take one step, then another. With each small step you will rise. One day you will look down and realize how far you have climbed. Have you ever felt weak because you could not remember a simple word during a talk? You tried to speak, but suddenly your mind went blank and embarrassment filled your heart. You felt like giving up right there. I remember once I forgot the word water. Yes, the most basic word. I stood frozen, my face hot with shame. Inside I thought, how can I ever learn English if I cannot even say water? I wanted to quit that day. Have you faced that moment too? You open your mouth and silence comes out. People look at you and you feel smaller and smaller. But let me tell you something. This is not weakness. It is strength. Struggles are like lifting small weights. When you lift, your muscles tremble. They hurt. You feel weak. But that trembling is not failure. It is how muscles grow. Step by step, the struggle makes you stronger. In the same way, when you forget words, when you make mistakes, when you feel embarrassed, your English muscles are working. They are tearing, healing, and growing stronger through each mistake. The truth is, mistakes and struggles are not a sign of weakness. They are living proof that you are practicing, stretching, and building strength that cannot be seen in one moment, but shines over time. So what can you do with mistakes? Do not hide from them. Write them down, review them later. Use them like fuel. Each error is not a stop sign. It is a small weight you can lift again to build more strength. When I began doing this, something shifted. Instead of crying over a mistake, I collected it. I practiced it. Soon I realized mistakes were not my enemies. They were my teachers. Think of a seed under soil. It struggles to push upward. Darkness, weight, and pressure press down. Yet that struggle is what makes it strong enough to break out and rise into the light as a tree. Every mistake you make is proof you are alive in the journey. It is proof you are not frozen in fear. You are moving, you are learning, and you are becoming. You are not broken, you are becoming. Have you ever tried to study for hours in one sitting? You feel proud in the moment, but the next day your mind is blank again. Your energy is gone, your motivation is low, and you wonder why nothing is working. I remember once I studied all night, books open, coffee beside me, eyes heavy. I told myself, this is how winners push. But when the sun rose and I tested myself, I remembered almost nothing at all. Have you faced this too? You give your all in one burst of energy, but days later it feels wasted. You think you failed, but the truth is your brain does not grow through burnout. It grows through repetition. It is like watering a plant. If you pour a bucket once, the soil cannot hold it. The water runs away. But if you give drops every day, the roots drink, the plant grows, and in time it blooms with life. Your brain is that plant. It does not need giant floods of information once a week. It needs small drops every single day. 10 minutes of reading, one short story, a small audio clip. That is enough. The science of learning is clear. Memory forms through repetition. The more often you return, the stronger the path in your mind becomes. This is why small, daily steps beat rare, giant leaps. So here is a step you can take today. Do not plan 10 hours. Plan 10 minutes. Pick a short video, a page from a story, or one conversation line. Practice it, repeat it, and let it water your mind slowly. When I changed my approach, I felt free. I no longer feared long hours. I focused on small actions. Day by day, English started to stay with me. The weight of learning became lighter and lighter. Think of a time lapse of drops feeding a seed. At first, you see nothing. But as days pass, roots dig deep, leaves appear, and the plant becomes strong. That is the power of consistency over intensity. Remember this truth. Your success is not decided in one big night. It is built in small, faithful steps. You are not broken. You are building strength. Step by step, you are becoming. You may feel your chest tighten when it is time to speak. Your thoughts are ready, but your voice locks itself inside. This is the moment many learners fear. You study for hours, yet when it matters, silence wins. I remember one day in class, my teacher looked at me and asked a question. I knew the answer. My heart was racing. My hands were shaking, but nothing came out of my mouth. I left that day feeling broken inside. Have you ever felt that? You know the words, but your lips do not move. You freeze, as if every eye is waiting for you to fail. The truth is, this fear is not proof that you are weak. It is proof that you are human. Your fear is like a bird sitting on a branch, its wings strong, ready to fly, yet holding back. The bird is not broken. It is only waiting for the courage to leap forward. Your voice is that bird. Fear does not mean you are finished. Fear does not mean you are unworthy. Fear does not mean you cannot learn. It only means your heart understands the weight of growth. That weight is heavy before it becomes light. You are not broken. You are simply human. Every person you admire has felt this fear. They too have frozen, stumbled, or stayed silent. But they chose to speak anyway, and that choice made them free. Now let us look at the solution. You do not need to stand on a stage today. You do not need to speak for an hour. You only need to begin small. One sentence. Whisper it to yourself. That is enough for today. Record your voice on your phone. Listen to it. Repeat the same line tomorrow. Add one more sentence next week. Step by step, you train your brain and your tongue to work as a team. Small steps grow into great strength. The first word you speak may feel like a stone in your mouth, but the second word is lighter. The third word, lighter still. Soon, your words will flow like water, breaking through a dam. Can you see the picture? A bird sits still. At last, it spreads its wings. It jumps. It flies. That bird is you, waiting for the moment to rise, and your sky is waiting. So today, speak one sentence, even if it is only to yourself. Say, I am learning. Say, I am growing. Each time you speak, you lift the weight. Each time you try, you become stronger than fear. And if you are listening now, I invite you to subscribe because we will continue this journey together. Leave a comment below and share your experience. Your story may give another learner the courage to begin. Remember this truth. Fear is normal, but it is not permanent. The first word is heavy, but every word after becomes lighter. You are not broken. You are becoming. Speak it out loud. I am becoming. You may study for hours, but the moment you leave the classroom, English disappears. You return to your home, your phone, your world, and it all speaks another language. This is why progress feels slow, almost frozen. I remember when I thought English belonged only in books. I studied hard but saw no change. Then I changed my phone's language. Suddenly English was in my hands daily, and my progress began to grow naturally. Have you felt this too? You learn in class, but once you step outside, English vanishes. It hides in notebooks on a shelf, far from your daily life. How can a seed grow if it never sees the sun? Think of a flower. If you plant it in dark, it will wither, but place it in sunlight and it will bloom with color. Your English is that flower. It needs light, space, and a living place to grow strong. Your environment is not just background. It is the soil, the water, the air around you. If your life speaks no English, your brain will forget quickly. But if English lives in your daily world, growth becomes natural. You are not broken. You simply need better soil. Even the strongest seed cannot grow in stone, but given the right ground, sunlight, and care, that seed rises tall. So can you. Now let us look at what you can do. You do not need to travel abroad. You can create an English world where you are. Change your phone settings, write sticky notes, play a song, or greet yourself in English daily. Small touches matter. A note on your fridge, a message on your mirror, music in your car. Each drop of English waters the plant until one day, your whole room is filled with the light of practice, not the weight of fear. Can you imagine it? A room bright with color, walls alive with English words, a space that reminds you daily, this is who I am, this is how I grow. Your environment becomes your teacher, patient and always present. So surround yourself with English. Make it the air you breathe, not the subject you fear. Each small choice builds a world where English feels natural, alive, and yours to speak with freedom. If this message speaks to you, subscribe now so we can build this world together. Leave a comment below and share one small way you will bring English into your daily space starting today. Remember this truth. Your environment shapes your progress. A flower grows in sunlight, not in the dark. You are not broken. You are becoming. Say it now. I am becoming. You may feel stuck. You practice for months, yet when you look in the mirror, you do not see change. You wonder, why am I still the same? Many learners give up here because progress feels invisible, like empty air. I felt this too. After long nights of study, I believed I was not moving. But one day, I heard a song. Months earlier, I could not understand a single line. That day, the words touched my ears and I understood. Have you had a moment like this? You thought nothing was changing, but suddenly a movie, a song, or a stranger's words became clear. This is proof that growth was always alive, even when you could not see it. Think of a tree. At first, you see nothing. The seed hides. Roots spread deep, unseen under the soil. For months, the surface is silent. But then, one morning, a leaf rises toward the sun, alive and undeniable. Your English grows the same way. The roots are your practice. They build slowly, deep, and strong. You may not see them yet, but without those hidden roots, no leaf, no flower, no fruit can ever appear. Now let us look at what you can do. Keep a journal. Write down one word you learn, one sentence you speak, one step you take. Over weeks, you will see pages filled. That is your tree. rising slowly but surely. Record your voice. Listen again after 1 month. You will hear the difference. It is small but powerful. Each note shows growth, just like rings inside a tree tell the story of its years of life and strength. Do not stop watering your seed just because you cannot see the roots. Trust the process. Growth is quiet, but it is never absent. You are not broken, you are becoming. Keep your faith, for your time will come. So if you believe in this truth, subscribe, share this with a friend, and comment one small victory you have noticed. Your growth is alive, even if slow. Say it with me now: I am becoming